This is Hellraiser 988, and this is me showing you guys how to patch a ROM. Like Super Mario World, for example, like I've been doing on my channel. If you guys have been keeping up, this is basically how you do that. If you're on a computer, this would probably be easier because you got like a library or whatever. On a cell phone, you need to download something like File Commander, which I will highlight right there. Now, I always recommend if you're going to do these. It's not showing up over here. But anyway, I would recommend to have basically something like Microsoft whatever's that could basically show you like text files, so you can read and know which ones go with which. Now, what we're looking at today is specifically Hangover version 1.0 zip. We see this directory. Now we're going to look at the text file. Now, depending on what it is, this could be an important step or just essentially a pointless step. Because some of them will tell you which files go with which ROM. But apparently, it says basically this is first ROM, so I'm not gonna show gameplay. I'll just probably show like the fucking start, like the main menu. And I'll show gameplay like later on or something. But yeah, this is basically his first ROM hack that he's done. Honestly, I don't know what all this is. I mean, I'd have to translate all of that. If I am able to translate it, I'll put it in the description below. Like, I can I can understand Spanish, I just can't read it that well. But anyway, yeah, you need something like this, like Microsoft Office, I think this is. But I'm not sponsored by that. No. I'm not sponsored by that. No, get that the fuck out of here. But basically, now we got these two files. These aren't the ROMs itself. You patch these onto the said game. Now, since I don't know much about these two, and that the top part was in Spanish, I was telling you about these two. I might just stop the video just to make sure everything goes well. So, okay, so I used Google Translate, and I thought it was gonna be something more important, but apparently all it is basically what was already there. But, I'll just bookmark that. I feel like a dumbass. I just wasted some people's time. But anyway, let's go back to here. Now, anything that's a BPS file, if you see them right there, or if I look, SMC is basically like the ROM itself, so there's some conflict with others, so you might want to be careful with which one you use. I recommend downloading the Japanese versions and the US versions, just to make sure. You can't go wrong. And even the SMC can be an issue if it's supposed to be like SFC or something like that. So there's aspects you have to watch out for. But now, with that out of the way, what we're going to do is we're not going to go into patching this stuff up. So what I got over here is called Unipatcher. You can get something similar on PC. I think it's called Linux or something like that. It could be Linux. It could be something else. You got plenty of options on PC. In my opinion, this is one of your best Android or ISO options for patches. So we enter this. You go through selecting the patch. Now, obviously, you don't see any of that. And for good reason. What you would have to do to get these to work is go over into here. We're going to copy these. Go back to internal. Copy them. Not copy but paste them. So now you got Hangover EN and Hangover PT. Now we're gonna see what these do, because this one's kind of new to me and it didn't really give me any explanation like the other ones did. So this one might be a little more of a struggle, which is kind of rare for me, if I'm really gonna be honest here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do PT. Now, what you have to have in order for this to actually completely work is a clean, fresh ROM. No corrupted ROMs. We're gonna try SMC first, and you can rename. I rename it just so I can keep track of which one is which. So this one we're gonna call it Hang over V1. Okay, so it's not compatible with that file type. So we're going to try the other file. And that's the issue, as I said, you can run into. That's why I recommend more than one version of the said ROM. So what we're going to have to go to is the SFC. Type the same thing in again. Most ROM hacks are made for the US version, so just be prepared for that. But we're gonna put hang over V1. And as you can see, it's applying the patch. And depending on what you're patching, it can take a few minutes to probably a few seconds. But it's still not very long, even if it's like a minute or two. Now, as you can see, it says patching complete. So now what you can do is you can go over to your emulator. This is what I use. Come down here. That's going to be a future one, as well as that. No, I did that one. This would be a future one. The Super Mario World Pit's a future one. But we got right over here, Super Mario World Hangover version 1, SFC. Now you can choose from all of these. Obviously, we're going to choose new. And it runs. Now, I'm gonna give you a little taste of what this is gonna be like. So get ready for the screen change. There's gonna be an eyesore for the screen change. And then we're gonna go player 1 games. Oh, so you can do 2-player. How the fuck you doing 2 players though? Super Mario World: The Hangover. What the fuck? Okay, so this is not completely in English. Like Mario and Peach are English, but other than that, it's not really English. So let's see if what I downloaded, not downloaded but patched, was the Spanish one. That might help us out a little more. So instead of PT, we're going to do EN, and we're going to go version 2. As I said, it never really gave me a straight up answer to which is which, so. As much as I would have loved to be right in the first shot, that was a 1 out of a million. I was doing a blind shot in the dark. So now that one's completed, so let's try the second one. Let's try version 2. Gonna go like that. Gonna go back into here. Version 2. So now you know if you download this one, you will need, you know, yeah, so this is the English version. So you get 2 files. You get a Spanish version and an English version. I like that aspect. That's actually not bad. But yeah, it's not actually as difficult as you would think to actually, you know, patch a ROM. Some people were wondering how to do it, so I decided to put this up to show how to do it. I know there's some that's going to be like probably like 3 minutes, but they don't talk to you and explain to you how to do it. I would rather explain to you how to do it and have you know what to do, rather than just make you guess on what you're doing while showing you on the screen. Which showing you on the screen is not going to tell you that much. If you get what I mean. I love this. It's like a little story right now. Yoshi loves a park. Oh my god. This is so fucking. But anyway, that was, you know, patching a ROM for the Super Nintendo. It works the same way with all ROMs, no matter what it is. But yeah, if you found this helpful, let me know. If you want to actually see some gameplay of this one, I will be happy to live stream that. So this is Hellraiser98, and I'm out. Thanks, and have a good one.